Welcome or welcome back to Didi Under Budget. I'm Didi and I'm a 28-year-old South African cash stuffer. On this channel, we do budgeting, sinking funds, savings challenges when we have the extra cash to do so, and we also do some debt tracking. And if you want to know today what we're going to be doing, stay tuned. Because I realize I got myself, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on. So guys, today we are going to be doing our September-October budget. I have a couple of disclaimers. Number one, my flatmate is cooking, she is playing music, and I'm hoping that you guys do not hear all of that and we are zoned in. It's just we're here, right? And then secondly, I have recorded this cash stuffing immediately when I got paid, right? And I wanted to include different kinds of content to the channel, but I got a little discouraged. And it's not even a boohoo situation. I think I got like a little bit of realignment because I was just thinking to myself that, you know what, let's just keep the channel a money channel, you know. What happened was I have decided that I'm going to start recording I decided that I'm going to do a no spend challenge on the week of payday. So that payday week, I want to do a no spend challenge because it helps me to make the money that I'm getting paid. It helps me to basically survive that end of the week, and also to make my money last a little longer, you know. And because the week when I do get paid is the week when I spend the most money. So to try and combat the spending of money unnecessarily, I have decided that it would be better for me to do a no spend challenge. That week was a little crazy because I had a car situation and all of that, and I was filming it all, right? I was filming it all and everything, and that was the weekend of the Heritage Day. Cool. So when I was editing the video, I'll show you guys over here that I was actually editing the video. I just decided, you know what, I don't want vlog style videos on my channel, and it's okay, man. Like, let's stick to what we know. Let's stick to the cash budgeting and the sinking funds, and let's just watch our money grow. That is the aim of this channel, is to make better decisions and to make this money grow, and not necessarily to show how on a daily basis the decisions that I'm making. And yes, they are important, but I will tell you guys about it, right? So to keep you guys in the loop, this is what happened. Number one, on Thursday, the Thursday before Heritage Day, my father-in-law, or soon to be father-in-law, he came into town, and I went to go fetch him from the airport, and then I drove him home to my boyfriend's place. It's a 2-bedroom place, so he slept in my boyfriend's bedroom, I slept in the smaller bedroom, and that was Thursday. Friday morning before work, I drove him to the airport. Why is this important? Because I was gonna have extra money left over, but because of the whole situation, I ended up spending more money on petrol, and I didn't have money left over at the end of the month, right? Then that Friday, that was Thursday, right? And on Friday I took him to the airport. That Friday, because I was carrying so many stuff, because I went to sleep over at my boyfriend's place, when I closed the car door, I did not close the door completely, and the light on the inside was on Friday, Saturday, and then I only saw it on Sunday when I wanted to go and pour petrol for the week. Now what that meant is that I had ran out of battery. For the car had run out of battery, and that basically meant that, you know, I needed somebody to come and jumpstart me, a whole situation. That Monday, I ended up taking a taxi to work, and then I took a taxi to work. I Ubered back home that Monday, and then the Tuesday was Heritage Day or something like that. And then that Tuesday I got a mechanic to come and help me jumpstart the car and all of that, and that cost me some money because I was struggling with Ubering him here and everything like that. So that was basically the point of the video, to show you guys how I tried to spend nothing at all towards month end. And that week I got paid on the Thursday, right? And I got paid on the Thursday, and I did my cash budgeting the Saturday and stuff like that. And I was going to post that video that weekend, right? But as I was editing it, I was just like, nah, man, I don't think I want to do this whole vlog style stuff. One, it takes too much of my time to edit, and already I have problems editing my videos because it's a lot editing the videos, and I just want to keep it vlog. I want to keep it, the way we've been doing it. It works, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And today I actually want to film 2 videos, one for this week and one for midweek, because I think you guys deserve another video where we'll basically be looking at where we are in terms of our debt and in terms of our sinking funds. But I think I've rambled enough. Let us get into our budget. I will be budgeting using my laptop, as I did last time when you were here. I have basically had a look at my my spreadsheet, and I decided, you know what, let me renew my spreadsheet, make it a little more functional, a little better, a little more, cash budgety and stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. So let us get into it. As you guys can see, this is my budget for the month of September. I get paid on the 26th of September. I'll just write it over here for those who are interested. 26 September. And yeah, this is basically my budget. I think I'll go over this in detail with you guys in the extra video that I'm going to be giving you. For now, let us just go through this month's budget. All right, so let's start here with my income. I am going to be getting 15,200, which is the amount that I get anyway. My gross salary is 17,500 after paying 400 and something, which is 2.5% of my salary, to my provident fund. I pay about 1,600 in taxes, and then 15,200 rand is my net income. From my net income, I'm putting 700 rands away for my tithe, and I'll be left with 14,500 rand from my income. So let's see, what are we going to do with that, right? In terms of debt, you guys know that I have a Foschini card. 1,170 is going to that card. And the reason is, this is such a random number, but they charged me 30 rand on my credit card, which is to be expected. Because in South Africa, interest accrues on a daily basis. And because I paid off my account last month, it doesn't mean that I don't even know how to explain this. I basically still owe interest for a couple of days, right? Because they charge interest on the 9th of each month. So they charged me interest on the 9th of August, and I paid on the 26th of August. But between the 9th of August and the 26th of August, there was a balance there, and that is where the interest was coming from. But it's only 30 rands, so it's okay. And because I wanted to basically put away 1,200 rands for my debt for this pay cycle, I just decided, you know what, the 30 rands will go to the credit card, and the 1,170 is going towards the Foschini card. I do not think they will charge me any more after this. And then in terms of my Foschini card, right now I am left with, I'm not connected to the internet, and I don't want to I'm left with, before this payment, I was left with around 2,000 something. Yeah, but after paying this 1,170, I'm left with around 1,400 or 1,500, something like that. And then but I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. In terms of my expenses have stayed the same. 4,175 for rent, 2.8 for transport, 1.6 for food, 825 for my phone, 700 for electricity, 265 for internet, 265 for internet. Sorry, man. 265 rands for internet, 240 for funeral policies, and 95 rand for interest. Sorry, bank charges. That will cost me 10,740, and after deducting the 10,740 and the 1,200 rand for the debt from our 14,500, we are going to be left with 2,600. This 2,600 is going to be spent like this. 100, we are not going to be putting anything away for our January, because we've kept our January groceries. Easter is at 150. Sorry. Valentine's Day is at 50 rands, 250 for Christmas, 50 rand for sister 1, 50 rand for sister 2, 300 rand for hair and self-care, 400 rand for personal savings, 700 rand for emergency fund, 200 for church, 200 for car maintenance, 100 for cafe, 50 rand for bookworm live event, and I blew it, right? Cool. Yeah, so basically that is that. And for the month of October, my biggest goal is to track my expenses. The second one is to spend less on airtime, because what happens is that I blow, especially on weekends like this when I'm not doing anything. I'll be scrolling a lot on my phone, and as a result I end up using so much of my data that I end up basically buying more airtime, which is something that I do not budget for, because I run out of data. So far I have 80 gigs in data during the day, 80 gigs of data during the evening. Cool, right? And as you can see, this is where I plan to track my expenses, and this is where I do my grocery shopping, and I basically write down the store where I'm going to be buying the groceries. And I basically, here is how much the grocery is supposed to cost me, the different shops where I'm going to be getting it, how much it's going to be, and then how much I'm going to withdraw from, how much I'm going to be withdrawing for my sinking funds, and my expenses being my transport, my food, and all of that. Now I want to show you guys that I did this pie chart. I just want to make it a little bigger, and this is what this pie chart is showing us here. From my budget, 70% of my budget is going to my expenses. That is a big chunk, but the reason why it's so big is because my salary is low this month, right? However, keeping my expenses are 10,700, which I don't think is too bad, right? And then 17%, the second highest, is going towards my savings and sinking funds. Yay! Because last month, let's see if I can show you guys. Last month, the second biggest portion was going to debt, right, which was 22%, because I still had a credit card. But right now, because I don't have the credit card and it's just the Foschini card, 17%, being the second highest, is going towards our savings and sinking funds. That's some great stuff. 5% is going towards our tithe, and 8% is going towards debt, right? That satisfies me. And the reason why I did this pie chart is because of that 50 30 20. It's not a rule, it's a suggestion of how you should budget, right? 50%, try to keep all your expenses below 50%. 70% is not too bad for me, although I do want to keep it at 50%, but that would require an increase in salary, because I don't think I can decrease my expenses any more than I can right now. Then I also have a pie chart for my savings and sinking funds. So far, of my savings and sinking funds, 58% is sinking funds and 42% is savings, right? When we do earn more, more will go towards savings. But for now, this is where it's at. All right. And then here is where I try to track my expenses and between my actual and my budgeted. As you can see, it already has some data pulling through. That is because I have been tracking my expenses, but you guys will not see it right now. We will discuss it at the end of October when we budget for our month end of October. The sun is going down, and I think we should move over to our cash stuffing, or our our cash stuffing. I just wanted to say that this cash stuffing I did a while ago because, man, I was on my Zoom, you know, I was really on my Zoom. It's just having that extra footage that I wanted to post really just kind of knocked me off my square a little bit. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the small what do they call it, the short film content, the shorts, YouTube shorts, reels, TikToks that I've been posting. I have been trying, yeah, that's fine. I have been trying a little bit to just keep you guys entertained on that little bit while I am basically figuring out what I want to do with this long film content. And I want to keep it, you know, I want to keep it the way we've been doing it. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. The only reason why I'm budgeting on my laptop is because I really don't think I have the time or sometimes and the money sometimes to go and print and everything like that. So this is just gonna have to work for now. I don't know, you guys let me know whether you prefer the whole pen and paper or you guys are good with this digital planning or digital budgeting system. I am going to come out with another video where I show you guys how to come up with your own budget, because it's almost 2025 and we need to start planning for that. But for now, let's go to our cash stuffing. So we should have about 4,650. So yeah, let's count that and see if that's what we have here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2,000. 2, 4, 6, 8, 3,000. 2, 4, 6, 8, 4,000. 2, 4, 5, 4,500. Let's do that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. So that makes it 4,600. 4,650. Yes, so we've got all our cash, and I'm just gonna set it up. I want to do table. Let's set it up like this actually. Start with the 20s. So I have my laptop over here to just help me, you know, with my sinking funds and everything like that. So firstly, we're going to start off with our sinking funds. And I did not get placeholders. I just didn't have the time, and I do want to just get this filming out of the way. I'll do maybe I'll do an unstuffing separately. I don't know. We'll see. So for my sinking funds, firstly, it's January. You guys know that January has a placeholder in here. For those who do not know, these are what my placeholders look like. Basically took 100 Rand note, wrote 1,000 or typed 1,000 over it, and printed it in color. Right. So we have 1,000 Rand in here, and right now in the bank it's about 25 Rand if I'm not mistaken. We'll see how much it is when the interest hits on the 1st. Today is the 29th. So yeah. Then for Valentine's Day is only getting 50 bucks. With the 50 bucks that we're putting into Valentine's Day is going to have 200, 3, 4, 450, and 500. I actually think, okay, I actually think I want to exchange the cash so that I have some change. So what we'll do is we'll put 200s in there and take this 200 here. Right, so now it has 500. We are going to condense this soon and take the money to the bank. Easter is getting 150. Oh man, 150. So what I can do is I can put, let's do this, I can put 200 in here and put a 50 rand back. All right, then we will basically end on the same 450. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can also put this 200 down and take a 200 here, so we have 450 for Easter. And that is correct because from the last cash stuffing we had 300, we added 150, so we have 450. Christmas is getting 250. $250. Oopsie. And now it has 1,500 in the bank. 1,700, 800, 900, 950, 2,000. So now we have 2,000 in here. I want to keep as many of the 50 bucks as I can. Let's do this. Let's exchange first the 200 here for a 200 here, and exchange the here for a 100. So now we have 1,500 rand as a placeholder and 500 rand here, 245. So that's 2,000 rands. When we do our condensing, we'll take that to the bank. Do you guys remember when we started in January, we were putting 150 in there? And you know, slowly but surely, if you want to know, this is how we were putting 150s. Put 150s basically until here. And the only reason why I even doubled up on this is because I was finished with putting away money for January, and because I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have sinuses, and at this time of the year, you know, they act out. One, because I'm done with January, I can put more into Christmas, which was the original plan anyway. And also because I skipped a couple of months. As you can see here, we went from 4 to 7. But yeah, sister one is getting a 50 bucks. I'm officially caught up on a lot of these envelopes. 50 bucks into sister one. She has 1, 2, 3. 354, 455. She has 5. I actually think I wanna put I actually don't want to exchange all my hundreds for 200s in case I need them at some point, so I'll leave that there. And then I'll put here, this is a 200, so I'll just put 1 200 in here. So now we have 2, 3, 4, 500 for sister one. Sister two is also getting a 50 bucks. We took out some money from sister one a while ago. So with this 50 bucks, sister one will have 150, 70, 80, 180. Church is getting 200 as usual. So, it's my placeholder. I mean, this is my tracker. With this 200, church now has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. Am I lying? Yeah, 1,000. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1,000 rand, and this will be going to the bank soon. Tithe is getting 700 this month. We already have 1,500 rand in the bank, so we're gonna put 2, 3. We're putting 1, 2, 400, 600, 700 into tithe, and because of that 700 in tithe, now we have 1,500, 700, 900, 1,100, 1,300. I think 1.5. Oh no, 1.5, 1.7, 1.9, 2,100, 2,200. Yeah, 2,200. Yes, 2,200. Car maintenance is getting 200. It's getting 200. Now car maintenance has 300. Bookworm is getting 50. This is one of the reasons why I needed to keep 50s in here. It's its first 50, so that's all it has. Wait a minute. Yeah. Live event is getting 50. It is also its first 50. I don't know if you guys saw, but Jill Scott was in the country, and let me tell you, when I was just thinking to myself, you know, I should have started the live event singing funds a long time ago, because our girl was in the country. You know, I love me some Jill Scott, but yeah. Expenses, right? Groceries are getting 100 rand. I decided to just withdraw 100 rand so that I can just keep it in here. You know, when days are dark, you need that 100 rand. I don't know if I should put it in 20s or I don't know. I'll exchange it if I need to. Right, we'll skip transport, we'll come back to it. Cafe is getting 100. And that's all there is in here. I Blew It is getting 50 bucks. It had money left over, but I think you guys know from the last video that there was a lot going on. There was money left over and I blew it in self-care, and I literally just used all of it, right? And then in self-care, you guys might know from the last video that I bought hair for 156. So what should go in here is 140, right? So 120, 40. Now let's go into our personal savings. I actually think I know how much must go into transport, actually, because I've been keeping track of my expenses. What goes into transport is 2,110. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our 10 rand savings challenge. Grab 2 10 rands. Just grab these ugly 10 rands, put a 20 rand in. in here to replace that. Basically because I do not have change, right? And then we go back to transport. So yeah, in transport we should have 2,110, right? We'll grab some money from here. I think we should grab some more. So 200, 4, 5, 6, sorry, 200, 400, 6, 8, 1,000, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2,000. And then 2,000, adding 100. I want the less nice 100. Okay, they're both nice. 110. Right? So that is how much transport is getting. It had 2.8, but you guys saw from the last that I used some for oil and I poured petrol, and I also took the car for a car wash. Personal savings is getting 300 for our snowball method. Sorry, 400 for our snowball method. We have, why do we have such little money? Let me see what I did here. So I'll have a look at where I messed up when I am done, and then we'll put it into, I'll put it into emergency fund. But for now, what we'll do is we'll put into savings 400 rand, because that's how much should go in there. We have 100, 200, sorry, I'm a little flustered, right? So what's left here is the 400 that goes into personal savings, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, and 400. I'm gonna have a quick look at where this money has gone, and then I'll put it back in there. Right, so 500, yeah. So now we have 500, 700, oopsie, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,050. It is coming up nicely. We are putting a little more into it because we are done paying off our debt, and we're going to put 700 in here, but let me first go and look for where the 700 went. Guys, I figured it out, right? I figured it out. When I was doing my cash breakdown, I did not take into tithing into consideration. So I mean, when I was looking at the amount of money that I'm going to be withdrawing, so I withdrew less than I was supposed to. What I'll do is I'll take the money out of tithing, and then I will just, it's the same amount, and because I didn't take the one for tithing into consideration, what I'll do is I will just deposit it into our time bank, and I'll put this one in here. Or maybe I will withdraw it a little later this week and do a short with it, a YouTube short or something. But yeah, the 700 rand is going into emergency. So I didn't get time to make my placeholders, but yeah, we have a 500 rand placeholder. And with that, we'll have 500, which is the placeholder. Then we'll have 700, 900, 1,100, 200, 300, 1,300. I'm gonna put it here so that I don't forget my placeholder. The goal for this emergency fund, or with this savings channel challenge that I'm doing, is to save 7,900, and with this one it's to save 3,900. We are almost halfway with this one, and it's gonna take us a little while to save up that one. But that brings us to the end of our cash stuffing. it was a little dear makar, it was a little all over the place because of that little 700 rand issue, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And yeah, we are left with a couple of months towards the end of the year, and I'm pushing very hard, although I do want to deviate a little bit from my sinking funds just to get myself a little bit of clothes and to buy the clothes cash, right? But we'll see what we do, but that will probably affect the month of October and November because it's almost December, baby, and we need to look cute this December, right? So yeah, we are like just focused, and we're going out with a bang this year. This year we're not going out crying and with tears, and if that is you, you are, you know, going through the most as you end this year in terms of your finances, I want to let you know that it's not over. I was in the very same position last year where I just didn't know whether I was coming or going. You know, better days are ahead. Remember to stay under budget. Bye.